Have you ever noticed that your cat's tail seems to have a life of its own? Sometimes it stands straight up like an elegant little antenna. Sometimes it curves at the tip, almost like a greeting. Sometimes it moves slowly, almost hypnotically. And sometimes it starts whipping from side to side with so much intensity that it seems to be warning you, you should probably pay attention. And that is exactly right. A cat's tail speaks. Not with words, of course, but with movements, positions, speed, and tension. It can reveal whether your cat is calm, curious, irritated, insecure, happy, focused, or about to turn your hand into a combat toy. The funny thing is, many owners only look at the cat's face. They try to understand the meow, the eyes, the ears, but forget that one of the most important messages may be right behind the cat, moving like a tiny emotional signal. And when you learn to observe your cat's tail, you begin to understand things that used to seem confusing. You notice when your cat truly wants affection, when it is starting to feel bothered, when it is curious, when it is afraid, when it is playing, and when that sweet moment is about 2 seconds away from becoming a warning bite. Because cats rarely change mood out of nowhere. Most of the time, they warn us first. The warnings are just subtle. And the tail is one of the clearest ways to notice those signs. In this video, you are going to discover what your cat's tail may be trying to tell you. And stay until the end, because there is a very common movement that many owners interpret as happiness. But in cats, it can mean the exact opposite. Let's begin. When your cat's tail is raised, straight up, especially when it is walking toward you, this is usually a very positive sign. It is almost like a feline greeting. In cat body language, a raised tail often suggests confidence, openness, and friendly intention. This behavior is common when a cat is approaching someone it likes, entering a familiar space, or feeling comfortable in its territory. If your cat walks toward you with its tail high, its body relaxed, and its expression calm, there is a good chance it is saying something like, "Hi, I'm happy to see you." Of course, it may also be thinking, "And since we're here, let's talk about food." Because cats are affectionate, but they are also excellent managers of their own interests. Still, the raised tail is one of the easiest signs to recognize as something positive. It shows your cat is not trying to hide, not protecting itself, and not avoiding contact. It is confident enough to approach, and when the tip of the tail is slightly curved, like a little question mark, the signal can be even more interesting. Many times, that curve suggests curiosity, friendliness, and a willingness to interact. It is almost like your cat is saying, "I'm in a good mood. You may come closer, but respectfully." That detail matters. Even when the tail shows openness, it is still important to observe the rest of the body. Cats are full of nuance. The tail says a lot, but it never speaks alone. The ears, eyes, whiskers, and posture complete the message. But in general, if your cat comes toward you with a high, relaxed tail, enjoy it. This may be one of the sweetest little greetings it gives you during the day. Now, when the tail is low or tucked close to the body, the message changes completely. This sign may indicate fear, insecurity, or discomfort. A cat that lowers its tail is often trying to appear smaller, less visible, or more protected. This can happen when it is scared by a noise, bothered by another animal, suspicious of a new person, or insecure in a new environment. Sometimes the cat walks with its body lower, ears slightly back, and tail close to the body. Everything about it seems to say, "I'm not very comfortable with this." In those moments, the best thing you can do is not force interaction. Do not try to pick it up. Do not pull it out of a hiding place. Do not speak loudly. Do not block its path. Give it space. For a cat, having an escape route is very important. When it knows it can move away if it wants to, it tends to feel safer. And the safer it feels, the faster it may return to normal. Many owners, with good intentions, Try to comfort the cat immediately. But for some cats, that attempt can feel like pressure. Sometimes, helping means simply staying calm, reducing stimulation, and allowing the cat to choose when to come closer again. Because a low tail is not drama, it is communication. It is your cat saying, "I need safety right now." And when you respect that request, you teach your cat it can trust you in difficult moments. There is also that tail that seems to puff up suddenly. You have probably seen it before. The cat gets startled, arches its body, raises its fur, and the tail becomes huge, as if it doubled in size. This is a classic sign of fear or intense alertness. When a cat puffs up its tail, it is trying to look bigger. This behavior comes from a defensive instinct. By visually increasing the size of its body, the cat tries to look more intimidating to whatever scared it. This can happen when it sees another animal, hears an unexpected sound, gets startled by a new object, or has a completely unnecessary panic attack over a cucumber, a plastic bag, or even its own shadow. Cats are elegant, but sometimes they are wonderfully dramatic. Even though it may look funny, it is important to remember that, in that moment, your cat is truly on alert. It may be scared or feeling threatened. The best thing to do is not laugh loudly, not chase it, and not try to touch it. Wait for it to calm down. Remove the trigger if possible. Speak gently, but without invading its space. If the tail is puffed up and the body is tense, your cat is saying, "Something feels wrong to me." And once again, the best gift you can offer is safety. Now let's talk about one of the biggest misunderstandings between dogs and cats. When a dog wags its tail, many people interpret it as happiness. But with cats, the story is different. A cat's tail moving a lot, especially quickly or strongly, can indicate irritation, impatience, or overstimulation. This is one of the signs that can prevent many scratches and little warning bites when an owner learns to recognize it. Imagine the scene. Your cat is being petted. At first, everything seems fine. It is relaxed, maybe even purring. But after a while, the tail starts moving. First slowly, then with more force. The tip hits the couch. The body becomes a little more tense. That may be the warning. Your cat may be saying, "That's enough," or "This petting is starting to bother me," or even, "If you continue, I may need to explain it with my teeth." And it probably will explain. Many cats have a petting limit. They enjoy contact, but only up to a certain point. Once they pass that limit, they can become overstimulated. The tail often shows this before a bigger reaction happens. So if you notice the tail whipping strongly during petting, pause. Give space. Observe. See whether your cat comes back or prefers to leave. This does not mean your cat does not like you. It simply means its body is saying, "Enough for now." Respecting this limit is one of the best ways to build trust. Because when you stop before your cat gets uncomfortable, it learns that its signals are understood. And a cat that feels understood tends to trust more. But not every tail movement means irritation. Sometimes, only the tip of the tail moves in a light, small, controlled way. This movement can suggest concentration, curiosity, or interest. You may see this when your cat watches a bird through the window, follows a moving toy, or pays attention to something that caught its interest. The body may be still, the eyes fixed, and only the very tip of the tail moves. In this case, your cat is not necessarily irritated, it is focused. It is almost as if its mind is calculating possibilities. Should I jump? Should I wait? Will that thing move again? Is this prey, a toy, or just another disappointment? This small movement is very common during hunting or play. It shows your cat is engaged, thinking, analyzing. If you are playing with a wand toy or a ball and you see the tip of the tail moving, your cat is probably interested. This is a good moment to stimulate its natural behavior in a healthy way. Movements that mimic prey, pauses, small shifts, and changes in direction make play much more interesting. In this case, the tail is almost like a focus meter. It shows your cat is fully present in the moment. And for a cat, focus is serious business. There is also the tail wrapped around the body. When a cat sits or lies down with its tail wrapped around its paws, this can have several meanings depending on the context. Sometimes it is simply comfortable and trying to conserve warmth. The tail works almost like an elegant blanket, covering the paws and keeping the body cozy. Other times, it may suggest a more reserved posture. The cat is calm, but perhaps not fully open to interaction. It may be resting, observing, or simply keeping its own space. It is a very common position when a cat is calm, but not necessarily looking for contact. Think of it as your cat saying, "I'm fine here. I don't need anything right now." And that is okay. Not every cat moment is an invitation. Sometimes it just wants to exist peacefully, sitting like a small furry statue, observing the world, and probably judging the organization of the house. If the body is relaxed, the eyes are soft, and the ears are neutral, this wrapped tail is usually not a reason for concern. But if it comes with a stiff body, low ears, or a tense stare, it may indicate the cat is more closed off or uncomfortable. Again, the secret is the full picture. The tail gives a clue. The body completes the story. Another very sweet sign is when your cat wraps its tail around you, around another cat, or gently touches your body with its tail. This can be a gesture of closeness. Some cats do this when walking past their owner, brushing the tail against the leg. Others touch with the tail while sitting beside you. Some seem to hug with their tail for a second, and then keep walking as if nothing happened. But to a cat, this small contact can have meaning. It is acknowledging your presence. It is allowing closeness. It is marking a moment of connection. It is a subtle gesture, but a very feline one. Cats do not always show affection intensely. Sometimes a tail brushing your leg is the emotional equivalent of, "Hi, I like having you around." And if you are not paying attention, you may miss it. That is why observing these small details changes the way you understand your cat. You begin to realize it may be showing affection much more often than it seemed, just in a silent language. When the tail is straight back, aligned with the body, especially while the cat walks or observes something, it can indicate attention and intention. The cat is moving towards something. It is focused. It is determined. This type of position may appear when your cat is exploring, investigating a sound, or cautiously walking toward a new object. It is not necessarily a negative sign. It is more like a state of active observation. Your cat is paying attention to the environment. If the body is loose, it is probably just curiosity. If the body is low and tense, there may be caution or insecurity. For example, a cat entering a new room may keep its tail lower or aligned while smelling objects. It is collecting information. It is deciding whether that space is safe. Cats like to understand before they relax, and the tail shows that process. It may rise when your cat feels more confident. It may move closer to the body when your cat feels unsure. The tip may move when something catches its attention. It is almost like watching your cat's thoughts turn into movement. Now, if the tail is hitting the floor or couch strongly, especially while your cat is lying down, pay attention. This movement usually suggests annoyance, impatience, or growing irritation. It is very common during moments when the owner keeps petting past the cat's limit. The cat is still lying down, maybe it still seems calm, but the tail begins to thump. That is the polite warning. After the polite warning, the less polite warning may come. The little bite, the paw swipe, the sudden exit, the offended look. Cats do not always want conflict. Many times they warn first. But if the warnings are ignored, they increase the intensity of the communication. That is why a strongly thumping tail is a great sign to pause. Do not take it personally. Your cat did not go from loving to moody in 1 second. It was probably already saying it needed space. You just had not read the subtitles. And now, by learning to read them, you can avoid many conflicts. There is also the tail that trembles slightly when your cat approaches you. This movement can happen when the tail is raised and vibrates at the tip or base. In many cases, this appears when a cat is very excited, happy, or thrilled to see its owner. It is like a tiny burst of emotion. Some cats do this when you come home, when you are about to serve food, or when they are very engaged in a positive moment. The body is usually relaxed, the tail is up, the ears are neutral, and the cat seems interested or happy. But it is important to distinguish this from urine marking, because some cats also raise and tremble their tail near vertical surfaces when they are marking territory. In that case, the context changes completely. If your cat is simply approaching you with a happy posture, it may be excitement. If it is near a wall, furniture, or corner, and there are signs of urine, it may be marking and may require attention to stress, environment, or health. As always, context is everything. But when it is a happy little tail quiver, it can be one of the sweetest forms of feline enthusiasm. It is subtle, quick, and easy to miss. But it is very special. The tail can also show inner conflict. Sometimes a cat wants to approach but feels unsure. It wants to play, but is still evaluating. It wants affection, but is not sure if it is in the mood. In these moments, the tail may seem undecided. It moves a little, stops, curves, lowers, rises again. This kind of language shows your cat is processing different emotions at the same time. And this is very important for owners to understand. Cats are not behavior robots. They can feel curiosity and fear at the same time, a desire for interaction and a need for distance, interest and caution. When you notice this conflict, you can act more intelligently. Instead of moving forward, you wait. Instead of picking the cat up, you offer your hand for it to smell. Instead of insisting on petting, you let it choose. This makes a huge difference. Because when your cat realizes you understand its moments of hesitation, it feels safer. And safety is the foundation of any bond with cats. The tail does not only show fixed emotions, it also shows transitions. It shows when your cat is changing states. From relaxed to alert, from curious to bothered, from insecure to confident, from playful to overstimulated. And learning to notice these changes before they reach the limit is one of the greatest skills an owner can develop. Now you know that your cat's tail is much more than a beautiful and expressive part of the body. It is a communication tool. It shows confidence, fear, curiosity, focus, irritation, excitement, discomfort, affection, and attention. But the big lesson is this: never interpret the tail alone. A raised tail can be friendly, but the rest of the body needs to confirm it. A moving tail can mean focus or irritation, depending on the speed, context, and tension. A low tail can mean fear, but it can also be caution in a new environment. The secret is to observe the whole picture: eyes, ears, whiskers, posture, breathing, movement, environment. When you put everything together, you start to better understand what your cat is trying to say. And maybe this can change your relationship, because you stop reacting only when your cat meows, scratches, or bites. You begin to notice the signs earlier. You begin to respect limits earlier. You begin to respond with more calm and precision. And a cat that feels understood tends to trust more. The next time your cat walks toward you with its tail high, maybe you will see a greeting. When the tip moves in front of a toy, maybe you will see focus. When the tail hits hard during petting, maybe you will understand it is time to stop. When it gently wraps around you, maybe you will notice a small gesture of affection. Your cat may be talking to you every day, just without sound, only with movement. And now you know how to start listening. After this video, observe your cat's tail for a few days. Notice how it changes when your cat is relaxed, playing, curious, bothered, or happy. This small exercise can reveal a lot about its personality and about the bond between you. And now tell me, which tail movement does your cat do the most? Does it raise its tail when it sees you, flick it when irritated, or wrap it close to its body when it wants peace? Write it in the comments. because maybe other owners will recognize the exact same signs. And if you want to keep understanding the silent language of cats, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. That way, you won't miss the next videos about feline behavior, curiosities, and everything your cat tries to say without using words.